regularly post training. There will be some other training related to IP. There will be some other training related to the ethics, company ethics, and a lot of stuff.
Right.
So there will be a lot of such training programs happening in the corporate environment, where they will present the training video first. Maybe for 2 minutes there will be a training video, and there will be some questions related to that being asked. And once the set of questions are over, again one more video appears, and some more questions are presented. So it goes something like that, right? So this is actually one persona, and who is going to create the test? It is actually another persona called principal. The job of the principal, is to, once again, job of the principal. So job of the principal is to create. He will also log in, and he will create the test, and that test will be appearing for this student. That is second persona, and there will be a third persona. Here actually anyone, like for example psychologist, right? So psychologist, they can also assist to build this platform where they can write blog, and they can suggest something to admin. So that is the scope of this application, but actually we have to go a little bit deeper while brainstorming. Like we will, for example, when I say test, how the test should be. When I say login, how the login should be. How principal is going to create the test. So all could be discussed currently. So how we are going to do that? Let me take the first screen. This is actually for the student. Okay, this is actually for the student. So this is a home page. Okay, home page generally it's very simple. If you want the complete home page, that also I'm going to provide that. It is there here somewhere. The structure of home page could be something like this. Okay, so there will be some photographs, some text. There will be 3 cards, and there will be something related to our program. So, and also something like this. So photo plus textual content, and photo plus textual content, and there should be a FAQ, and there should be a footer. So this is just a regular kind of a home page, and this should be self-editable, so that you can just make it like a HTML, like in rich text editor. We also have an option for placing the HTML code, right? So you can provide such a rich text editor, so we can create it ourselves in future. But actually initially we want you to create this one.
Sure, no problem.
So if there is anything, we have to correct that. And the second thing is programs and resources. So where we will have a training material 1, 2, 3. There are 3 different videos, and there will be video here which is playing, and overview of this entire training program will be displayed here, and who is and user should also be able to give the rating here. That can happen through by user clicks on user feedback, and there should be a facility to create a star ranking for him. Yeah, and also his name should be displayed here, and what is his designation should also be displayed. That's all about the second page. So home page and the program and resources, very common. And coming to article and discussion, even that is very simple. So article and discussion, it is just a kind of blog.
Blog and with a thread, like people can comment on it, and then the thread can keep on.
So people can write only the members can write a blog, and blog should appear something like this. They should also allow the discussion, like at the end of this blog, user should be able to comment or reply. So that facility should also come. It is just like a blog template. That is what we want. Yeah. So currently we have discussed home, evaluation, and article and discussion. As I told, article and discussion should only be users should be able to create articles and discussions only when they are member. For example, psychiatrist, psychologist, educationist, and principal, they can write blog. We don't allow anyone else to write a blog. Okay, that should happen through user acts. Different user roles. You can just create for that. And now the core aspects of this application comes in the evaluation part, because this is where we are showing major things here. For example, when I'll just take another journey here. For example, this is the journey for the principal, right? One second. Yeah, this is no, this is actually a journey for kid. So what kid can do is he will just select under evaluation page. We have two different cards. One is for kids and parents, and the other one is for school, principal, and management. Let us suppose user clicks on kids and parents. So first login should happen through OTP. So we'll just enter the phone number of his parents, and OTP is generated, and he clicks on submit. And after that, he will enter his full name, class, accreditation, and test code. This should be followed in the same way. First, OTP, login should happen through OTP. Then he should be able to enter his details. The reason is, let us suppose if I collect the name and other information at the beginning itself, it should not ask me again and again. So that's the reason we are collecting the phone number. Once the login happens through phone number, database should identify that the user already exists, and if the user already exists,
then
it should not allow the
this
user
page
to
will not come.
enter these details. So it should go to the next page. That's
Right.
all.
Right.
So now let us suppose I entered all my details as a student. So there will be assessments available for the kids. For example, currently there is two assessment created by principal that should be available here. Let us suppose there is only one assessment as of now. So this is created by the principal, and when user clicks on take test, he should be able to take the test. Before that, if he wants to know the previous result, as I told, I just deleted one card, right? That means he already has taken one assessment. So when he clicks on my previous result, it should take him to that particular screen where his previous results are shown. That's all. And let us suppose now user wants to take a test, right? So user clicks on take test. So then um, he should be redirected to this page about the test. What is this test about? And number of questions, types, duration, mode, and terms and conditions should also be there. When user clicks on terms and conditions, there should be a kind of window. It is just like, when you are opening some software, there will be some terms and conditions, right?
Right.
So user will click on terms, and I agree to all terms and conditions. And are you ready to take the test? Yes, I can. User clicks on here. And now the only change I told Sudeep the last time is we have directly given the question here, but actually there should be a video first,
Yeah.
then there will be a question. So
Right.
video, questions, like that. So that means for one video there could be more than one questions associated with that. For example, for one video may have 5 questions, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. After 5th question, there can be another video, and user watches that video, and there could be 3 questions after that, like that. So video questions, that pattern should be followed. That's all. I mean, this is about the question, and there will be, once the test is finished, right? Here also we have a time. I think we will set a time. Within that time, candidate should finish the test, and once he clicks on finish, so he will be taken to the screen where feedback about the school is shown. Like this is not mandatory, but actually if user wants to give the feedback, they always can provide survey form. So what is bad about the school, what is good about the school, these wordings can change, but actually there should be a facility to record what is positive and what is negative about the school, because we are going to share this with the principal. And their name is not disclosed, of course. So user clicks on done, then actually it will take to this particular screen, right? So every questions what is presented to him will belong to a certain category. For example, it could be related to social events, and it could be related to behavioral events and all. So based on that, the KPI should be calculated here. That means, for example, he is good at behavioral skills. For example, he has attended 10 out of 10 questions, all are correct. That means he is very good at that. There could be some questions related to social behaviors. That means he may be good at social skills and other stuff. Like that, there will be different categories. According to those categories, for example, here social conduct, psychological conduct, and environmental conduct, these are some of the categories we are trying to capture the results for. Now, it should calculate that. It should calculate all this, and also there should be kind of a chart here. psychological conduct and environmental conduct and social conduct, this kind of chart. And also there should be a chart something like this. For example, in social behavior itself, there could be a lot of things. For example, empathy, teamwork, communication, social awareness. These are subcategories under that. So how the student is under each category, that result could also be shown, right? And now there will be a report which could be in a downloadable format. This is nothing but we are capturing the entire screen.
Screenshot.
Yeah, entire screen. What is there here? For example, entire screen may look something like this. So this will be converted to a PDF, and that should be able to be downloaded by the student. So that's what about that is what about the download the report. Here coming to this particular thing, of course this could be brainstormed further, and if if you don't understand, don't worry, we will just connect again to explain this. For example, all this, right, social conduct score 8 out of 10, or psychological conduct score, environmental conduct score. See, this all this could be generated within a prompt. For example, based on the result from this chart, if we feed that result to ChatGPT, we have a ChatGPT subscription as well. We'll just share that as well with you.
Okay.
Like you have to form a prompt in such a way that this could be, this could be given. So we will be basically we will have just a score against social conduct, psychological conduct, environmental conduct, or something else. But only with that score we should be able to calculate, we should be able to generate the whole page. This all through happen these all can happen through just ChatGPT prompts. Like we will have a subscription, as I told, we have API, ChatGPT API. Okay. And you just have to use that to create this one, that's all. For example, here we have 3 cards, then again there will be something in a tabular format. Whatever we had given in a graphical way here, the same thing can be presented to the students in a tabular format: segment, score, description, impact, and suggestion for improvement. All these are just direct output of the ChatGPT, will not be modifying anything, but actually we will give you the right type of prompt to generate this one. This score obviously comes from the test. The only thing what we get from the test is the score. I mean, that can be easily calculated. So based on the user's attempt, right? So based on this score, we will calculate everything else. That is just through prompts. So all this can happen. And environmental conduct and psychological conduct, they can also have sub segments here. For that also the same kind of table appear here. And that, for example, description, impact, and suggestion for improvement, all that is shown to the users. So that is what initially we thought to go with the logic itself, but actually that is going to take a lot of time, and effort also will be there. So we thought anyway we have ChatGPT APIs that could be integrated, because in our earlier project we have used that. So that is about the student. Do you have any other questions with the student journey?
Yeah. Maybe I'll ask the question, but I think you might cover it in the future slides. But still, I'll ask it. You can choose not to respond. These tests will be created from the super admin panel by your organization, right? Not,
Yes,
not,
yes,
not
yes,
by
exactly.
not by the psychiatrist or the
No,
principal.
no.
They are only able to see the performance of the students as well as write articles and blogs.
Yes, exactly. They make suggestions through mail, but actually that will be again taken care by the admins only. I mean, they cannot do anything here.
Okay.
Okay, so
I have one question related to test type. There is only one type of test, like video and the questions, then again video and then question. Or is there any other type of test, like we usually see, like first we see the video and then all question will come
in the end.
That's what I'm trying to say. See, for example, there will be a video, and then there will be a next button called next, and video should be watched. I mean, it could not be skipped, or it could not be just fast forwarded. That must be watched by the candidate, and once that video is completed, that end of the video event, right? I mean, the completion event of the video could be tagged to trigger the next questions related to that. Automatically that can be triggered or else there should be a next button. When user clicks on that next button, the question will appear one by
Okay.
one.
Okay.
I think Amandeep, same as we've done for the posh training.
Exactly. I mean,
Yes.
all the posh trainings and a lot of training.
Yeah.
We'll have more than 20 trainings there. I mean, all have the same format.
Right.
And actually, and also as this is for kid, we would also like to add one more event for here. Like it is just a small thing. When user clicks on any of these answers, there should be some background tick or some sound, some sort of sound that should be tagged to this. That's all.
All right. Gamification, little bit of gamification.
Kind of gamification, because they may enjoy.
Yeah.
So when they click, there should be a sound, so that can be tagged to that. So this is about the student journey, and yeah, and you should also think about other possibilities. Now, see, let us suppose I'm a father of 2 kids, okay, and both of my kids use the same phone number, right? So how it is managed? That's a challenge. So for example, my first kid uses my phone number and he takes the exam and takes the assessment. And my second kid, who is studying in a different standard, he also takes the test. Then having the same phone number, how you are going to validate? Because you cannot validate against the name is not a primary key, it cannot be primary key.
Right.
So name and other textual cannot be used as a unique factor, unique keys. So there must be something to handle that you have to think about that. For example, what we have done is, let us suppose you enter through OTP.
Yeah.
Then actually there will be something. If already user is existed for that particular phone number, his card will be there. For example, Ritesh Jain, right? And his details are shown by default. Ritesh Jain, class, accreditation, all the details will already be shown. But actually, as a parent, I want to create other student here. I mean, for my other kid. So I just click on the plus mark. Again, it will take me to this screen where I can enter his second kid's name, his grade, his accreditation, test code can happen, and the journey will be same after that. So this could be the other solution for that.
And when the student when the parent logs in, and like when the parent is with the child and they log in, then he's and there are 2 children added, one in grade 7 and one in grade 8. So he will see Ritesh Jain and another one maybe Rishu Jain, and so this he just clicks on the Rishu Jain, and then his details will open, and then they can proceed with Rishu Jain's question.
Because yes, because already the details are added to
Yeah.
Ritesh Jain, so it must be fine. So you just need to click on next. It will take him to that assessment screen. I mean this screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it will
And
be,
if-
it is a monitored thing, so I'm sure Ritesh Jain will not click on Rishu Jain deliberately and.
So for that reason only I'm telling. If parents had one more student here, so his card will also come there. For
Yeah,
example, now it is about Ritesh Jain. So next time there will be something else. I mean some other name can also come here.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
And this test code,
Something like-
is anyways auto generated. So.
Is exactly. So test code is auto generated.
Right. So we don't have to enter it. It'll, as soon as he gives the name, class, and accreditation, the test code gets generated.
Yes, exactly.
Number and both these students will be bound by the one single phone number. And as the next time when they move to next class, we need to take one thing into consideration here, Anil. That is, we need to take the student's date of birth also.
Okay.
Because when
But actually, such kind of information should not be collected.
Okay.
For that reason, we are not collecting.
So then we can assume that today, this year, the student is in grade 5. So next year, when the academic year starts and the parent logs in, so the student will be.
They have to change this. So here the full name cannot be edited, but actually the class and accreditation could be edited in future.
Okay.
So for example, if I come next year here, I will change this as 5, 6, And accreditation, if it is in the same school, I will keep as it is. Or if I change my school and accreditation also got changed, then I have to change this also.
All right, makes sense.
These two things should be changed.
Fine.
Okay, and test code, this is not auto-generated. In fact, the student will enter that. This test code will be given by the principal and it is circulated to their class.
Okay.
And student, when they take, they will enter the test code, unique test code, and they will take exam.
Okay, fine, makes sense.
Because otherwise it will be very complex.
Right,
if it want you to be auto-generated, and again it will take a lot of effort.
Right.
We don't want that.
Fine.
Okay, this is about the student journey. And coming to the psychiatrist, school management, what happens, right? When user clicks on member login, something called member login also, right? So when user clicks on member login, this is a page which is shown. So members could be, as I told, they could be psychologist or educationist, or it could be principals. So these two cards will be shown to the member login when user clicks on member login. Let us suppose I am the school principal. I'll just click on this card. So what I'm going to see is again the same way, because we don't want to duplicate the data. We'll collect the phone number first, and OTP will be generated, and user clicks on submit. And if the user is already existing, this page is not shown because he is already a member. If the user is logging in for the first time, this is shown. He has to enter his name, school name, city, and pin code, and I will be member of CF. This checkbox will be there, and he clicks on next. And after clicking on next, he can be given some informations like how he is going to help being a member. Like there will be self-assessment test for the school kids, how it is going to be there. For example, this is actually the link he needs to share with the students, and this link always remains same. So that means www.cf.com/evaluation/student. So there won't be any changes to this link. Only school code gets changed. There will be school code. So initially some school code is generated based on the information what he enters. For example, school name, maybe city, time, it may be associated with the pin code. That we need to decide actually how we are going to create the unique school code or test code. In fact, it is not a school code, it's a test code. So then actually how it works, it is clearly indicated to him, like copy the above assessment link and school code, send this link and school code to your school kids, and children take the assessment, and parent, teacher, principal download the report. That's all. This is only 4 steps are there, like that. And where can parents and principal can view the result? For that also we will provide the link. It is just a link, hyperlink. That's all. And about CAF self-assessment test, we will give some more information on that. It contains mostly test and mostly test and links. That's all. This page. Now. Okay, this is okay. Now I am already a member. Let us see, I am already a member. Okay, as a principal, I am already a member. So I'll just enter my login, enter my phone number. Database will know that okay, he is already a member of CAF. Now actually, he will not be given those details, name, school name, and other stuffs, because he is already a member and his data is already available with us. So this page is shown. For example, assessment 1, which is already created by him, and if he wants to create the next assessment, he has to click on the plus marks. Nothing, we are not going to do anything. He just simply clicks on the next assessment. The below information gets changed. As I told, the hyperlink will not change at all. This is always constant. Okay. www.cf.com evaluation/student, that is constant. Only test code gets generated based on if he wants to create the next assessment. That's all. So when user clicks on that, there will be one more card with school name, test code, and when it was created on. That's all. Now, if principal wants to see the results of the previous test, right, he can just click on view result here itself. So it will take him to the same page what we had discussed here, same index, but actually it has more filter criteria. For example, in the earlier case, student will get his own report. Now principal is able to get any grades report. For example, he will choose the grade, first standard, second standard, like that, and also a particular student name also he can get, and he can just see the result. For example, I don't want to see at individual level, then student name will be Hall. Just I change the grade. For example, the grade could be 5th grade, right? So that means for 5th grade, what is the average values of all this will be shown for 5th grade. And if I want to see it for a particular student, then I will change here and I'll see the student name as well. I'll go to that particular student and I'll see the result. That's all. So, but actually the entire structure and everything else remains same. Only the filter criteria is changed here. So it is just to look at the data, deeper of maybe at the school level, class level, and student level, that can be seen here. For example, when all the grades are selected and all the students are selected, then actually it will show the average data or consolidated data. That's all. Only that change will be there here.
Consolidated, and this consolidated data on base of average can be generated, just rephrasing you, for one particular grade, all students, and for all grades, all students, or for all either for one particular student, right?
Yes, school level, class level, and student level. There are 3 levels.
School level is like if he selects all, class, grade, all, student name, all, then we get a school level report.
School level.
And if he is class code, say grade 7, all students, then all the class level report will be generated. And otherwise, class code and student name, one particular student's report will be.
Yes, exactly. So next, actually, there will be something called further action. It's a new button. It is not there in other screen for students. And feedbacks on the school. See, I told you, right? We also collect feedback without anonymously, right? Without letting the principal know about the student name. We collect all the feedback. If the principal is interested to know about those feedback, he can just click on that, and he will see that. That's all.
Right.
And further action is nothing actually. It is just again a static page. It does not have any sort of interaction or anything. There will be some textual content. There will be some hyperlink about the videos. That's all.
Right.
And blog for principal, this particular action is enabled. This is not enabled for anyone. For me, it is not enabled. For students or parents, it is not enabled. For principals and psychologists, this is enabled.
All right.
Okay. And when it also indicates that principal is able to write a blog. That's all. So when he clicks on this side, this thing, there should be a standard blog template would be appearing for him. It is just like what we have in Google blog or something. There are a lot of
simple, like the moment he clicks on it, we'll ask him the title of the blog, then there will be FCK editor, he can write in a normal way, just like he writes on Word, and then attach an image to it. Either we'll give option of a cropping tool or something, so that every time the image comes in a vertical left hand side.
Yes, exactly.
And all his previous articles will be displayed on the left side.
Yes, exactly.
In the
all this
archives database.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
And then there will be below and for the users, like people who read these blogs, we will have an option if they have logged in that they can reply, remark, comment on this blog, and others can reply, and a thread can form.
And also super admin can also add a blog initially.
Yeah. Super admin can do anything, all the things.
Yeah. So that's the thing. That is about this blog. 1 second, I forgot something here. Okay, so they can write a blog that should be displayed. Okay, yeah, and it should also have a discussion at the end. Yeah. Like generally what blogs have, that should be included here. Yeah, I think I'll just remember. I forgot something. And if it is psychiatrist or okay, this is same. Okay, this is same. If it is psychologist, then actually again it's very simple. Psychologist or educationist will click on this. They have a Google login.
Okay.
Only for psychologists and educationists, Google login is enabled.
Okay.
Because they don't need to enter phone number or anything. They are from different countries also sometime.
All right.
So we'll not be collecting that information. So either they can log in through phone number if they wish, but actually not mandatory. Only they can be allowed to log in through Google. That's all.
Fine.
And what they can do, they can just create their profile, name, occupation, experience, city, pin code, and mandatorily I'll be member of CAF, or I will also provide the counseling service or something like that. Website link for their counseling if they have anything. Just click on next. That's all. And here, how can the next page, once they create their profile, again it's a text what is appearing, and for them also this blog is enabled. That's all.
And
They can write a blog.
they don't need to see the score and everything, no? They are not.
No.
They are only
they're not-
contributing to the blog.
Yes, only they can help us in these blogs or some information. That's all. I mean, nobody is allowed to see the student data.
All right.
I mean, no, that is private. So nobody is able to see the student data. And for admins, you should also enable the master data. That means all the data presented here should be able to be visualized by the admins. And one more thing, admin should also create some pages. For example, for that you just have to allow us to create the page using rich text editor. I mean, in rich text editor, if we put some HTML code, that particular page is created, right?
Right.
Like that, we have admin should be able to create the particular page, any page. For example, there is some event, he want to create one page, right? That should be facilitated for the admin. That is one thing.
And a link can be generated for that, which he can just.
Yes, a link. Yes, that should be associated with a link. And also the question and answer. The questions also contains the image, and image. How do I? And every image should be associated with a link. As you know, right? I mean, how we can retrieve the image, because image cannot be directly placed. For we need to create a link for that, and only that link can be indirectly used while creating the questions. So obviously we should also allow the admin to create a link for each and every images is going to use it in the questions. Otherwise it is not possible. It is because we cannot directly save these images. There must be some link while creating the questions.
For the question section, while the administrator is creating the questions, so there are going to be two scenarios. One is like if a question is before the question, in the question there is an image, and while he is making the question, the administrator is making the question for say grade 8, right? So, for say any one topic, you can say moral conduct. So if the question has an image, and while he is making the question, he will write the question, and we'll give him an option to browse and upload an image, and ultimately that browse and upload an image will ultimately be just uploading the image on the server, and the website will be using the URL only of the server. So instead of
that is what I'm telling. See, anyway, we cannot directly upload the image. There must be some link created within the server where we have all the images, and that for example, this is the image. Let us suppose this is the image, and I am going to ask some questions related to this image sometimes, or I may post this image which is relevant to this question. There should be a facility for that. That's all.
Anyways, whenever he uploads the image, a link only is generated.
That's what. Yeah, exactly. That's all about these applications. And if I have forgotten anything, I'll just let you know. In that case,
I think it's clear.
And anyway, earlier we had a problem while creating these questions. Like, for example, when we are mentioning the formulas, actually it was not taking the numerator and denominator properly. So we had to use some other plugin for that, and there was a lot of stuff used. But actually, as this is designed for kids, we don't have any complex mathematical notations or anything. So we'll not be using integration or differentiation. We don't use such kind of anything. That should be fine. I think we don't need to go for any special plugins for that.
All right. And one last question, Anil, is that when it will be this, it with all the question sets will be like this, na? First they have to watch a video, say of say 1 minute, and then the question, and then against that video, five questions will be asked. For example, say five. In some cases could
Huh.
be four, some cases could be seven, some cases could be two. So they watch the video, they answer the questions, and then they click on next. And but we will have to make sure that they watch the video completely, like 100% when they watch, and then only they can click on next button.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Right, and then when they answer the questions, and then he sees the second video, then he answers the question, then he sees the third video, answers the question, and then finally submits all the questions. And
Yes, yes, because it is we are just trying to create the awareness here, right? Like we know everything. I mean, for example, past training when we take, we know everything.
yeah,
But actually, every 6 months, every 1 year,
it's
we have to take that. I mean,
it's
it is just to
basically
create the awareness, and
just to
we should not.
just to remind things basically.
Yes, exactly. So it is similar to that. And one more thing, we should use. You can go with some plugins for translating the entire page into different language also. It should support this one. So when user changes a particular language, everything should get changed.
Yeah, we'll use Google Translator for this.
Yeah, that's what even I am thinking for that.
Yeah, because then it also changes the context in a proper way.
Yeah.
Fine, makes sense. And app also has to be finely designed for this, right?
Mhm.
Right, Sudipta? Anil, app also has to be made after we make this platform.
It is not in this phase though. First, this currently we is only web based.
This is actually web based, but actually the thing is, it should be responsive on a mobile phone.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
all.
it will work like an app only.
It should be responsive. That's all.
Okay.
And of course, I mean, the app is the next thing. I mean, not this one. That is a different project, I guess.
Yes.
So once we go with this, we can just start that also if everything works well.
And when the super admin is creating the questions, so first he will give the name of the test, then he will give some details about the description of the test, then he will mention that it is for say 12 minutes, 20, say 13 15 minutes, and then he will also and then he also mentions the number of questions in it, and there will be around, they say, 10 questions, and then when he's adding the questions, at that time he has to mention the allocated number of marks to that question.
There are a lot of things, like for example, the question have categories. As I told, we have various categories and
So he has to
subcategories,
select those categories.
and there could also be it could also be associated with the grade. For example, 5th grade has set of questions, different set of questions. 6th has different set of questions.
Right.
So that can be further brainstormed. I mean, we already have some applications, something like that. I can even show you that how we have done that in that application, or else we can brainstorm. I mean, based on that only, I'll try to bring a lot of things. How the questions could be formed by the admin in a very easiest way. So that can be further brainstormed when it comes to this part during the development.
Yeah, I think then at that point of time the developers can get in touch with you, because the questions can be different type. Some will be radio buttons, some will be check boxes. One question can have two answers also, and there could be a possibility that, and for each question there could be same marks, like if there are 10 questions, every question carries say 5 marks, and there could be a scenario in which there are 10 questions and each question has a different type of first question has 2 marks, second one has 4 marks, third one has 5 marks, or again 2 marks, something like that. So that flexibility we will have to give, right?
Yeah, it will be there. We'll just discuss about that in details, because there could be a lot of things which we cannot envision now itself.
Right.
There could be a lot of minor things to be considered that we can work on when we are actually looking into that part of the design.
Fine. And we use the same look and feel as you have designed with in the Canva, right?
Yeah, we want this only because it is more clean and simple.
Yes, it's nice.
We are not using a lot of colors and all, so we want this kind of design only.
And on the right hand side, you have shown say 30 questions, for example. You can zoom into that screen only. Where
Which one?
that question answer screen where one question was there. Yeah, this one.
Is this the one?
Yeah. So
This one, right?
Yeah. So
Huh.
I hope they have to go one by one only. Not they cannot click on 4 and after answering.
Yes, exactly. They have to go one by one only.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
And if there is something wrong, that will be shown in red color. For example, my third question is wrong. It shows in a red color.
All right. And we don't have to tell them the right answer, right?
Yes, obviously. That's the purpose. Actually, we are not trying to evaluate them. We are trying to educate them. So when they mark something wrong, it is shown as yes, this is wrong answer, but the correct answer is this one. So we have to show that message.
We have to show them. Okay, so that means
Yeah.
when we are adding the questions, then the right answer also has to be mentioned.
Yes, exactly.
All right, understood. I think this much of information should be enough for us to start the project. What's the
how exactly we go by developing this, like milestones and
yes. What I'll do is I'll prepare a Gantt chart for this timeline Gantt chart, that how we will be starting it, and which module comes first. We'll do an internal technical brainstorming, because more I think we will be setting up the database structure first.
Okay.
And so I'll just give me time till say tomorrow afternoon, and we'll send you a Gantt chart that who will be doing what, and at what timeline what will be covered. And as we already have a timeline mentioned in the contract, so within that timeline we'll keep the Gantt chart, and then it will be a live Gantt chart. We have an internal application. We'll share that link with you so that you can see the work in progress also.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
So just allow us time till tomorrow noon, and we'll get back to you with the.
Sure, sir. Sure, no problem. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Ajay, for re-explaining everything.
Okay. Thank you. Then I will meet. You can just set up what we are planning is we will have 2 meetings at least in a week, so that we don't miss anything.
Yeah, sure.
That is your choice. Any time.
As soon as a meeting is required, or there are any queries or something, Gautam can raise. We already have a WhatsApp group. We'll request for a meeting from our end, and similarly you can also request for a on-demand meeting. So should not be a problem. And based on the Gantt chart, anyways we'll know that by end of 1 week what will be over, by end of Tuesday what will be over. So we can anytime get on a call and have a look at things. And we'll be keeping everything on a staging link for you to see and try out and experience, and because in real time also you can give us feedback. Okay, maybe we planned it like this, but actually while working this could be for user experience sake, this could be done in a better way. So we will be open to that.
Sure, sir. Sure. Yeah.
All right.
So we require a new Figma link from him?
Yes, I'll be sending that right away after this call.
All right.
Thank you. Thanks, Ajay. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks everyone.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.